morning, last night I finally booked a win on this club that I play on a lot. And it was just an $83 win, but I was down $700 at one point. So to grind out of that, go to sleep with an $83 win felt great. But this morning, I'm like, why don't we just play some heads up? Lose 200. I'm going to go have breakfast now. It's absolutely beautiful here. It's a winter wonderland right now. It's also St. Paddy's Day. This is our St. Paddy's Day storm. Yeah, I'll give you guys a little look. My shed is open. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to go take care of that in a minute. Yeah. Why do I live here? Like, just the snow doesn't stop. At this point, this is torture. Today I had the full intention of waking up, playing poker all day. Yesterday I played very little poker. I played some OFC and I played some heads up with a guy who is just absolutely, he's like the heads up king right now. Like, I think he's lost like 2 heads up sessions out of like 15, 20. Push and pray. Kudos to you, man. I played him yesterday morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to relax because I'm going to play poker all day on St. Paddy's Day because there's a big $200 or $300 tournament on Poker Stars or something. I don't think I'm going to be playing all day. I'm definitely going to be playing the Michigan Coupe, Michigan Championship of Online Poker. Some people have it easy. Mine's a little bit more difficult because when I do go play poker live, I usually travel, and I do it for a week at a time. Milo! What are you barking at? Look at him. Look at him. What are you barking at, buddy? Huh? Yeah? You just bark, bark, bark? Oh, okay. Well, there you have it, folks. Apparently, Milo wants me to go play poker, I guess. I played a little bit of poker today. Just had a lot of personal stuff going on today. So I lost like 300 on Poker Stars, just on some bad runouts. Didn't even play that long, maybe like 45 minutes or so. And I had all the intentions of playing this 8-game, $200 buy-in on Poker Stars. But too much. You got to be in the right mindset to play poker. I was just saying you have to be in the right mindset to play poker, and right now I really don't feel like playing poker. Yeah, something I learned a long time ago is if you're not in the right mindset, don't force it. If you force yourself to play poker, you're going to find yourself either punting off, being tilted, and then if you lose, you're going to be tilted. And even if you win, you don't even feel like it's that big of a win. Like, you'll just be like, I just felt like I had to do it. Don't get me wrong, it's important to schedule time to play poker and get yourself in that right mindset. But if it's St. Paddy's Day on a Friday night and you just had a whirlwind of personal issues that you're just dealing with, family issues, you're just better off to take the night off, enjoy it with the wife, and start over tomorrow. So today's Sunday. Yesterday, did not feel like playing and then felt like playing. Played on 4 different sites: Poker Stars, BetMGM, WSOP. Ended up winning like 400 on WSOP, losing 200 on, or 250 on Poker Stars, and then getting 4th in a tournament on BetMGM. So, yeah, yesterday was productive, but not very much. Just a couple $100. But back to the grind. You know, some of the best poker players in the world that I have met no longer play poker. I just got done meeting with one of my best friends who is going through a lot of life issues and doesn't play poker anymore. And he's got a lot
issues going on, understandably so, but it just made me do two things. It brought a little bit of a tear to my eye because, again, some of the best poker players in the world that I've ever played with no longer play poker. That shows you how important a bankroll management system is. Shows you how important that when you have big scores or you have big wins, that you take some of that money and you invest it. Not necessarily in Bitcoin or in Bitcoin, whatever. Just invest it in something. Something's bound to hit. Or real estate, whatever. But yeah, it just, it was one of those things that made me realize how fortunate I am to be doing what I love to do. Yeah, this is a Rudy jacket from Notre Dame. In case you don't know, I did graduate from the University of Notre Dame, class of 2003. But I play poker for a living. Why, you might ask? There's things that I enjoy, but there's a great philosopher, and I can't remember what his name was. So if any of you guys can find out who said this as a great philosopher, put it down in the comments below. Kudos to you guys. But something to the effect of, if you're not happy doing what you're doing, you're better off sitting at the steps of the temple collecting alms from those who are. That's why I play poker. I worked in corporate world for a while. I used to be in securities. Somebody asked me before what I did for a living. I used to be a stockbroker. I had a Series 763 and a Series 24. And you guys can look that one up. The Series 24 is as hard, if not harder, than the bar. So, yeah, I used to do that kind of stuff. And now I do poker for a living. Why? Because I enjoy it. Not that I didn't enjoy the other stuff. Of course I enjoyed helping people, but I just couldn't stand being in an office all day. With poker, I have variety. One day I'm in Texas. Next day I'm in Green Bay. Sometimes it's amazing. Sometimes it's not. I do share my true feelings on all of these Life of a Grinder episodes, because I think it's important that people see not just the glamour, but I think it's important for people to see not all the glamour that goes with poker, but the struggle. I think Donkfish said on my last episode, it's great that you can peel back the social media to pull back the facade of the glory and glamour of poker. Like when I run into people, sometimes they'll say to me, "Oh my God, that must be so amazing you play poker for a living." And it's like, sometimes you go to Texas for 2 weeks and you make $300 and you're like, wow, I could have made twice that at McDonald's. And sometimes you just lose a bunch of money and you just gotta smile about it, laugh about it. Whew. But yeah, I think it's important people see the real aspect of poker, not just all the glory and glitz and glamour. And when you run into a friend like that you haven't seen in, 6 months, maybe you've seen them twice, maybe 3 times in the last year and a half. And don't get me wrong, it's humbling. And it's good for me to see that because I've been there. I've been broke more than once. Poker players do go broke. And I've had to get a job. Usually it's in the box, dealing cards. I don't think I'm at that point in my career anymore, but is it possible? It's always possible. But yeah. Life of a Grinder, Monday afternoon. I picked up some Chinese. The wife is heading down to Florida. She gets to go on a trip for a week, and I get to stay home and grind online. Of course, then I will be going to the round by round game on Saturday in Green Bay. So here's first world problems. Apparently my computer that I do all my editing on has like 5 viruses and deleted 300 videos, all from the Hideaway and Elite Poker Social.
really sucks. Good news, I'm not a big, you must have iPhone or you must have Android. I will tell you that if you're ever in the event where the government is searching your phone due to a search warrant, and I might know this because of personal experience, that if you have an iPhone, they can't hack it, and iPhone won't give them a way to unhack it. So if you want to keep things secret in the event that you ever get your pockets searched, etc., for a phone, you should have an iPhone. The government cannot hack it. Literally, I think I got an iPhone the next day after I got raided. In any case, yeah, good news about iPhones. If you delete your photos or videos to clear storage space, it saves it for 30 days under a deleted file. How amazing is that? I never thought I would ever use that feature. I didn't even know it was a feature. But yeah, apparently we just recovered all the files for the Hideaway and Elite Poker Social. Now, given most of Elite Poker Social, I was playing a Hold'em tournament that I ended up chopping. So I finally had a decent win last night at our virtual meetup game. We do a virtual meetup game on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then the rest of the week it's all heads up, which is interesting. I like the fact that it's heads up because you only need one other person to play there. But in any case, yeah, I had the potential to win 5,000 last night, and I fell just short. Won't go into hand histories, not on this series, but was chip leader in the tournament. I fired 2 bullets. My first bullet, I was out first hand. Second bullet, probably within about 4 orbits, I was chip leader, even though I doubled up a guy on the first hand. And I was chip leader down to about 30 people. And then I just had 3 coolers. Somebody hit a 3-outer on me. Somebody hit a 3-outer on me. And then I missed 21 outs. Happens. Literally from first to out after playing for so many hours. But it was nice because I win, 2 of those 3 hands like I should have. I'm pretty sure I would have just gotten, I don't know, top 3. But whatever. It is what it is. It happens. Still good to book a $1,700 win last night in cash. So, and that factored in the 2 bullets too. So it was nice. It's very nice. So it's up and down, man. My March, I think up until last night, I think I'm still negative for the month of March. I keep plugging it into my chart, but I don't want to look at my chart. But I think with a $1,700 win last night, I might be out of the negative. I might have worked all of March and made nothing. So, I'm telling you. Sometimes, some days you're the pigeon, some days you're the statue. But yeah, it's Tuesday, 11 o'clock. I made a commitment to myself that I was not going to smoke any marijuana while my wife is in Florida. And one nice thing about my wife being in Florida for a week is I get to focus on poker. Of course, she gave me a honey-do list. Here's all the things I want you to do when you're gone. And I'm like, honey, you're gonna be gone. I'm gonna be up till like 4 every morning playing poker online. Ugh. I don't like online play, but when you live in the UP of Michigan, you're forced to embrace it. Again, one of the difficult things I talk about being a grinder, being in a relationship. If you're single, you could just be like, you know what? I'm just going to move. I'll just move to Texas. I'll just move to Florida. I'll just move to Detroit. Life of a grinder when you're married or you're involved in a relationship, I think it's twice as hard than if you're single. I really do. If you're considering becoming a professional poker player and you're married or you have a significant other, the first conversation you need to have is with that significant other. It's important. My wife is a unicorn. She understands. My first wife did not. There's a substantial difference. But you need somebody who is there for you when you're putting in the long hours and you're making $5 an hour. You don't just, I mean, it's easy for somebody to be there for you when you're putting in the long hours and you're making $100 or $200 an hour, or even 50, 60 bucks an hour. But have that person be there with you when you're making that, and then have that person be there with you when you're making less than minimum wage. If they're supportive in both instances, then you have a winner. But when you start making less than minimum wage, if they do the, maybe you should consider, you know, finding a job. I always told people, you know, a job will keep you just over broke. That's what job stands for. Just over broke. It's different than a career. It's different than a passion. A job keeps you just over broke. Yep, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm looking forward to just playing poker all week, even if it is online. All right. I'll be playing live on Saturday, that's for sure. Play smart, everybody. Run like a god.